I didn't even really know, like, that there were all these different options of what different products you can use.
Hi, I'm Emma.
I'm Vivian.
I'm Emma.
I'm Ava.
I'm Jenna.
This is a pad. Basically, you just use it when you're on your period and it collects blood.
Pads come in all different sizes. These are usually worn when you go to bed, so you don't have to wake up and change them. These are referred to as like a day pad, so like if you're going to the store or just like day-to-day life and you need to use them. And then a panty liner is if you don't have a strong flow or it's like you're coming down, like you're ending your period, and so there's not a lot of blood anymore, so those are what these are usually used for.
There's a sticky part on the back, and you just apply that to your underwear.
The skinny part is in the front and the thick part's in the back. And you just fold the flap thing underneath the underwear, does that make sense? Like this.
And you can just stick it on your underwear like that. And this one doesn't have wings. And then it just stays there and catches any discharge or period blood.
And you have to change it like every 3 to 4 hours.
This is my personal preference just because it's easier to use.
For me, pads are kind of uncomfortable though, so I don't like to wear them unless it's a super heavy day and I'm home.
So it's just whatever you prefer.
So period underwear are basically like reusable underwear that have like multiple layers of absorbent fabric.
And it's pretty much just like underwear, and it just kind of like traps the blood.
Just made to be super absorbent.
So you don't need to wear a pad with them, and they're a lot easier to move around since they're exactly like underwear.
So my friend uses period underwear, and she says that she only really wears it at night because like sometimes the pad will leak.
I have never personally used period underwear, but I understand that a lot of people like to use it because it is better for the environment, and you're not producing as much waste, which I know can be a lot.
Once you're done with it, you can wash it, you can hand wash it, or you can put it in the washer.
If like you're doing sports or you're going swimming or you're just being like really active, and you don't want to like change your pad or a tampon a lot, you would put those on.
Someone might use them because pads or tampons make them uncomfortable, or they just want to try another option.
So this is a tampon, also pretty simple to use it.
They come in multiple different sizes.
They can come in plastic, cardboard, or with no applicator at all.
Yeah, it's a super plus. So this is for if you have a heavier flow.
You would insert this part up into your body, and then you take this plastic part here and you push it. So then this part would be in your body.
You just go like this. And then you take out the applicator and the string should just be hanging there.
And then once you are done with it, you just pull it out using this string. And how you dispose of these is you wrap them in toilet paper and then just put them in the trash.
There'll be like a metal, like if you're in a public restroom, there'll be like a metal bucket on the side that you can just put there. You shouldn't leave them in for more than 8 hours because there is the risk of toxic shock syndrome, but it's super rare, but still cause for concern because it can be very serious.
Some people may like to use tampons because unlike pads, they don't move around a lot. You don't feel them as much, and they may be comfortable for some people. I prefer not to use them because I'm not used to them yet.
This is a menstrual cup. I have never tried one, but I think they're super cool, and it's a super nice option, especially if you're interested in sustainability.
It's kind of like a tampon, and so you'd fold it and then you'd insert it in.
And this just catches all your blood.
There are a few ways you can fold it, I believe, but this is like the usual way.
Oh, and make sure you wash your hands before you do this.
And then you just insert it and then it'll suction in there.
When you need to remove it, you'll just fold it, take it out, and then you'll clean it and get rid of the blood.
You can leave these in for up to 12 hours, I believe, because it's just holding it and there's no risk of any sort of infection or anything.
So how you clean these is you can rinse them off and use a mild soap, or you can use a cleansing wipe in between each use, and in between each period you boil it in water.
And you can keep it for up to 5 to 10 years, which is really great because that means you're spending less money and you're helping the world, because you're not, wasting a ton of plastic.
In the long run, it will be cheaper, but when you first get it, it might be a little expensive, and you have to test different varieties to see which size is more comfortable and fits you the best.
People like to work up to a menstrual cup, so you may go from pads to tampons, then to a menstrual cup.
These things seem pretty cool, and I look like I want to try them myself sometime. So.
This is a menstrual disc, which is pretty similar to the cup.
Oh wow. If I'm reading this correctly, fold it and then insert it, and it'll trap the blood.
That, there you go. Angle it back and slide down. Use your middle finger to continue pushing until it is as far back as it will comfortably go. And that just sits here.
You want to make sure that you put it in the right side, so right side up and not upside down.
And you shouldn't be able to feel it when it's in there if it's inserted correctly.
It stays in there for a while. It said up to 12 hours, which is pretty amazing.
And then for removal, you hook your finger under the edge here, and then you just pull straight out.
These are disposable, so you don't have to worry about cleaning them. You can just dump them out and throw them away when you're done.
And it seems like it holds a good amount of blood. When you were doing the demonstration with all the glasses, I'm sure it could hold that much. I mean, it's impressive.
A lot of women and girls don't have access to period products. I'm very fortunate to be able to afford period products and to have access to them. I just want to share with all the girls my age who haven't gotten their period yet, it's okay. It's normal to have it a little bit later. And even if all your friends have gotten it and you haven't, don't feel ashamed. It's perfectly fine to get it when you're a little bit older or a little bit younger.
It may be uncomfortable at first to change your pad in public, or to ask your mom for pads or tampons, whatever you need. But I think the main thing is just to know that you are not alone.
You should definitely never be ashamed of having a period or talking about it or asking other people about it. It's not that big of a deal.
I want other girls to understand that it's natural. It happens to all of us, and it's nothing you should be embarrassed about. You shouldn't try and hide it. That's my advice. Don't hide it.
It's not a bad thing.
You may not think of it as a power or something, but menstrual cycle is really a power.
I would say work on feeling more comfortable, asking questions, and just being open about it, because it is really important that we normalize this very normal thing that is, half the population goes through it. We should be talking about it.